Oh yeah, that's the good shit. Black Ops 6 is coming out soon, so why don't we just overanalyze this gun that first hit the scenes 9 years ago? Hello ladies, gentlemen, and my NB friends. Welcome back to the Keldeanne channel. I'm your host, Keldeanne, and today we're taking the first steps into my hell. With Black Ops 6 coming out soon, I've been playing a ton of zombies from the previous titles and getting super invested in the series again in my spare time. And I think, honestly, that's the least pathetic thing I think I've ever said. One thing I've loved hyperfixating on are these random weapons from the games. And like every sane human being with a small YouTube channel and piss poor editing and video production skills, it's only natural that I turn these thoughts into haphazard video reviews. My victim today is the Bootlegger. The Bootlegger is an SMG first introduced on the on-disc map in Black Ops 3, Shadows of Evil. It made its return in Zombies Chronicles, available in the remakes of Just the World at War maps, Nocturne Toten, Verrucht, and Shino Numa. The weapon, unfortunately, has not been seen since. Just like my sanity after I make this video. The weapon is available on the wall in Shadows of Evil and Verrucht for 2,000 points and 5,000 points respectively. Yeah. In Shadows, the wall buy is located in the tram, wherever it may be. In Verrucht, it's in that tiny side room where the bear used to be. Also, why in Christ's name is it 5,000 blumming points? Seriously, do not buy this off the wall, unless you're insane. The weapon can be found in the mystery box for 950 points in Shadows, Noct, Verrucht, and Shino Numa. So, every map it's available in. Imagine that! Also, if you harvest a purple pod in Shadows of Evil, there's a chance that you can get the Bootlegger from it, making the weapon essentially free. In this very RNG-based scenario. Okay, so you've acquired the gun. But how does it perform? Well, to put simply, it's an SMG. You have good mobility, pretty okay damage for the weapon class, and a decent fire rate. What makes the Bootlegger stand out is that it deals more damage than the other weapons in its class. Unlike other SMGs though, the Bootlegger isn't really a point weapon, it's just a good zombie killer. Not great at racking up points like the VMP or Vesper are. It also outclasses those two guns in terms of recoil. The recoil for the Bootlegger is pretty good and very manageable. Moving on to ammo stats, the weapon starts with 32 rounds per mag with 192 rounds in reserve. When using the Bootlegger, I often found that I run out of ammo pretty quickly. Luckily for us, it's a wall weapon, so we can just restock. Oh yeah, it's at the tram. Okay, so here's the problem with the Bootlegger on Shadows. You'll run out of ammo far too quickly, and you'll have to make the trek across the map to the CQC hell that is the tram, just to restock. Verrucht is arguably worse, because it's 2,500 points to refill ammo.
This inflation is killing me.
Yeah, this gun is pretty good, and can get you through the lower rounds quite easily. Once you reach about round 15 though, you might want to consider upgrading. Speaking of which, when upgraded at the funny tentacle arm, the weapon becomes the Einstein. Seriously, what is the pun? Einstein? Einstein? Did Einstein invent firearms? Like, what the fuck is the pun? The one Sten holds 64 rounds per clip and has 320 rounds in reserve. It deals more damage and has an increased headshot multiplier. I mean, damage aside, theoretically this weapon could take you to the high rounds and you could keep going and going as long as you have the alternate ammo types for the weapon, which deal infinite damage. Because, you know, game design. Still though, the Einstein will likely run out of ammo too fast, forcing you to rely on your secondary more than you'd probably like to. That said, for a wall weapon, it is statistically one of the better ones in terms of mobility and damage. Also, it's one of the best looking ones. I mean, just look at it. Unlike most of the other wall weapons though, the Bootlegger is a map specialty, meaning it's excluded from the pre-match weapon kit's customization system. This means you can't unlock attachments for the weapon, so you'll have to settle for its nude state. If you're one of those heathens that cannot stand the iron sights for whatever reason, then suck shit I guess. So that's the Bootlegger, but that's only one part of this setup equation. What kind of perks should you run it with? Well, if you're playing solo and adhering to the 4 perk limit, then you'd be fucked to pick anything besides the core 4. If you're feeling dastardly, then swap Quick Revive with Widow's Wine or Stamina Up. Juggernog is an essential perk for obvious reasons. Speed Cola gives you that reload speed increase, and Double Tap doubles your damage, so it'd be asinine to pass on that. On Shadows, the logical secondary weapon would be the Apothicon Servant. On other maps, the Wonder Weapon would be a smart pick, or perhaps a good box weapon to ensure that you don't run out of ammo completely. Or in Verrucht's case, another wall weapon because again, charging us 2,500 points just to buy ammo for an unpacked gun should be a crime in all 50 states. So that's it really. I think the Bootlegger is an alright weapon. It looks great, handles pretty well. It's best used as any SMG, a weapon with good mobility that can be used for running and gunning to your heart's desire. However, it does chew through ammo, as do all SMGs in this game, but it deals a decent enough damage for what it's worth, and you get style points. Yeah, you can't put red dot sight on it, you can't give it extended mags, you can't put that hideous camo on it, but I think it does well enough to transcend that lack of customizability by just being a memorable weapon. Like I said at the top of the video, that's the good shit. Oh, wait, I think at the top I called this a review earlier instead of a guide. I give the Bootlegger 3 out of 4 hashes in the Black Ops 4 logo. I know that's not the game it comes from.